Hey everyone, so in this session we're going to be talking about Bitly and TinyURL, which are both websites that are going to shorten the URLs that you have either created or that you would like to share. And basically these are tools for making your tools or your materials a little more accessible. We're going to start off with Bitly, and you can literally go up into your browser and type in, Bitly, B-I-T-L-Y. It'll Google search and come up with the URL shortener right up top. The thing that you want to know about Bitly is you can't do any kind of customizing or anything like that unless you have an account. So if that sounds like something you want to do, you're free to create an account if you would like. There are some ones that are pricing, and then there are ones that are free, so you can go with whichever one you like. Or if you don't feel like doing any of that, you can just shorten the link, and they have the option on their website right there. The only thing is, instead of having it customized to maybe a title that you want specific to you, it's just going to have numbers and letters, but the link itself is going to be much shorter. So we're going to use this one as an example, and we are going to pretend that I am a student who my teacher has assigned me an IXL session. I'm using that example. Shout out to Milt Hooten, who gave me that idea. So if I were the student, and if I don't have the app for IXL, or if I don't have, any of the necessary means to just get on IXL, I have to go the long way. So I would type in IXL. I would Google search. I'd have to click on it. I'd probably get distracted by all the cool colors and all the big pictures. And is that a donut? Nope, it's pencil shavings. How sad. So now I'm sitting here and I have to find my grade. All right, cool. I guess I'll be a first grader since I said Mr. Hooten. And Mr. Hooten really wants me to do subtraction facts up to 10. Maybe I'm not good at that. And I want to count to 100 because I'm really good at that. Well, no, we want them to be working on subtraction facts. So this is the page that we want them to be working on. And that took, 5 steps to get there, of different clicking on links to get to where we want them. Insert Bitly, where you can get the students to go directly to this page. You copy the link, you go to Bitly, and you paste it into the window right here and click shorten. Now I have this tiny little link that will, instead of giving me the 5 steps to get to the page on IXL, open a new browser and click it, and I am directly at the subtraction, the subtraction facts that Mr. Hooten asked me to do in the first place. So that is an easy way to keep your students on track with what you want them to do, or maybe help them if they are one of those people who either don't access these websites very often or struggle with, making sure they're clicking the right spots and trying to understand the order of things to click. You can actually create a Bitly that will take them directly to that page. So that is Bitly. And the other one that I personally like a little bit better is TinyURL. Google search TinyURL. And this one, the cool thing about this is you can actually customize it. You can make it say like Miss Gray's materials or something like that. Whatever you would like that link to say. So let's use, for an example, that I am an elementary school teacher, so we do not have Google Classroom, but I want my students to be able to access my folder of resources and materials that I have created for this e-learning time. Say you are a middle school teacher or a high school teacher and you use Google Classroom. It's very easy to just pop the link in there and the students can click it and bam, they're there. But if they don't have access to those kind of platforms, or if you don't want to be posting all of this stuff on your classroom Facebook page, you can create a TinyURL. So I'm going to go to my Google Drive where I have created a sample folder. Clicking on that. Now, this is what I want my students to be able to access. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your folder is sharing, the share settings are for anyone that can view. If you go to the advanced settings, this typically, unless you've changed your settings already, will say like private, only you can view. And you're going to want to change that and make sure that anyone with a link can view, because if your students access this folder but you don't have this link turned on, they can open the folder, but they can't actually open any of the things in the folder. So when they click on it, it's going to pop up with a window that says you need permission to view this, and then they'll send you an email and then you have to email back, and it's all kind of a big mess. So the big thing about this is I would make sure that anyone with a link can view. The big one too, anyone with a link can view, not organize, add, and edit. You don't want any of your students to be able to, delete anything that you have in there or change it, because they can. So make sure, anyone with a link can view and save. So now you have this Jai Hujo Google Drive link up here with capital letters and numbers and lowercase letters, and that's pretty insane. Only the people that have a direct ability to click on that has the ability to get that correct. So I've copied this. I'm going to hit done. I'm going to go to TinyURL, and I'm going to paste it here into this window. And I'm going to make it tinyurl.com/missgray materials. And you can make it all lowercase, you can make it all uppercase, whatever you would like. But you hit make tiny URL, and it has changed it up a little bit, and that's okay. Now I have tinyurl.com/missgraymaterials. You copy that and put that in the browser, and they have direct access to this Google Drive folder that I have created for them. Now they have free access to check out the Screencastify videos that I've created for them, or they have the ability to click on any of the resources that I have provided on this. Well, it's not going to be blank for you, but any of the resources that I have created on this list here. So that's a really easy way to use that, which is cool. You can use it for folders, you can use it for websites, you can use it for presentations. If you were to go on your computer right now and type in tinyurl.com/edugrowth, you would have access to the presentation that Sam and I did at the Educator Growth class on March 11th. Feel free to do it, because this is a bunch of cool stuff that we found, that we learned at ASTI. So that's what I like using TinyURL for. Very easy, tinyurl/whatever you want it to be. And that's really nice. So again, these websites and these URLs are really good for sharing materials when you don't have a digital platform. So, let's say, again, I'm an elementary school teacher. I don't have Google Classroom. I don't use Facebook, or, whatever the deal may be. You can create a tiny URL to your materials, and so all students can view them or interact with them or complete assignments or anything like that. I highly recommend using this website. It's really great, and there are a lot of different ways that you can use it for your benefit. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next session.